The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is no stranger to large-scale undertakings. The Saudi Public Investment Fund is demonstrating their commitment to large-scale projects by supporting 5 projects that have been termed giga-projects. But while they're swinging for the fences, not every endeavor succeeds. We examine several of Saudi Arabia's megaprojects, often known as giga-projects, that did not turn out as planned today. One such endeavor was the bold attempt to switch the monarchy from its oil dependence to sustainable energy sources through solar electricity. Plans to build the largest solar plant in the world were initiated in 2017 and were led by Mohammed bin Salman. It was designed to be far larger than the current solar installations, with a 200 gigawatt projected capacity. On paper, the plan looked reasonable. Throughout the course of the project's anticipated 12-year building period, the world's solar industry was able to generate enough panels to meet demand. Furthermore, there seemed to be plenty of room for the solar farm's installation in Saudi Arabia's vast, unoccupied areas, allaying worries about the supply of land. But despite the early excitement and what appeared to be workable logistics, the initiative ran into problems that ultimately resulted in its failure. The idea of building a solar powerhouse in the desert rapidly vanished due to logistical issues and environmental concerns. This massive project never came to pass, despite the kingdom's hopes for a future powered by renewable energy, which serves as a reminder of the difficulties involved in turning lofty ideas into reality. Returning to today's episode, it was reported in March 2018 that the Saudi government and the Japanese transnational investment firm SoftBank had reached a compromise $200 billion agreement. Given that both parties had a history of launching large-scale solar projects that were later scrapped without making any headway, this declaration caused some people to take notice. But this time, SoftBank and Saudi Crown Prince MBS gave everyone the assurance that things would be different. Nevertheless, issues with this massive undertaking surfaced very fast. Initially, Crown Prince MBS struck the agreement with SoftBank on his own initiative, keeping important Saudi authorities out of the talks. Despite the Crown Prince's considerable authority, the decision to exclude the whole energy ministry from discussions on such a huge energy agreement caused doubts about the project's feasibility. And there was reason for doubt. 6 months after the SoftBank transaction was revealed, at the end of September, it was revealed that the deal's component, the largest solar power plant in the world, was being shelved. In spite of this failure, the Saudi government said earlier this year that it would make another attempt to construct the largest solar plant in the world, but one that would be smaller and concentrated on a single site. This time, the proposal appears more feasible as it seeks to produce slightly more than 2 gigawatts of power, a substantial decrease from the previous target. The project, which is scheduled to complete in 2025, represents Saudi Arabia's ongoing efforts to diversify its economy and wean itself off of its reliance on oil. The Saudis are committed to making this one work despite prior failures. There was a huge plan to increase tourism in the Middle East that was modeled after Las Vegas. The goal was to build the largest hotel in the world in Mecca, and it was spearheaded by Osama bin Laden's father's organization, the Saudi Bin Laden Group, SBG. With its enormous number of hotel rooms, this massive project, dubbed the Abraj Khudai, was expected to shatter records. The plan for the Abraj Khudai called for 12 towers stacked in a compact arrangement, the tallest domed structure in the world being reached by the central tower. Even still, there were worries that the closely spaced skyscrapers might obscure views of Mecca's historical attractions, thus decreasing the attraction for tourists. With a combination of 4- and 5-star rooms, The hotel was designed to serve exclusive guests, such as members of the royal family. Plans also called for a plethora of amenities, including dining establishments, retail stores, bus stops, convention centers, and even helipads for VIP arrivals. Construction started in 2015 with an estimated completion date of 2017 and a cost of $3.5 billion. But the project encountered difficulties and obstacles, and in the end, it was never completed. The Abraj Khudai is still associated with grand ambitions that were never realized, even in spite of the early enthusiasm and expectation. The Grand Mosque's construction, which had started in 2015, was abruptly put on hold because of Saudi Arabia's financial difficulties, which were made worse by a catastrophic crane fall that left many people dead. Uncertainty concerning culpability resulted from investigations that identified human error and unfavorable meteorological circumstances as major factors. As a result, the Saudi Bin Laden Group, SBG, was subject to stringent contract evaluations and limitations on new projects. Even after the lawsuit was settled in 2016, the Saudi economy was severely damaged by falling oil prices, which kept construction from moving forward. SBG made plans to start building again public in 2017, with the goal of finishing the Abraj Khudai, which is supposed to be the biggest hotel in the world. Nevertheless, these intentions were never carried out, and the project was abandoned. There are ongoing rumors regarding the hotel's ultimate completion, but there have been no official announcements, which suggests that the project has most likely been cancelled. Doubts regarding the hotel's viability were exacerbated by criticism from the public regarding its ostentatious design, tendency to damage history, and accessibility for pilgrims. Even while the Abraj Khudai's official future is still up in the air, it seems doubtful that work will ever start again, leaving it as just another unfulfilled dream in Saudi Arabia's ambitious growth landscape. A prime example of ambitious economic diversification initiatives is King Abdullah Economic City, KEC, one of Saudi Arabia's 6 megaprojects unveiled by the late King Abdullah in 2005. Located on the Red Sea, KEC was the only project out of the 6 to be completed. It covered an area bigger than Washington, D.C., and came at an enormous cost of almost $35 billion. These economic cities' main goal was to move the country's economy away from its excessive reliance on oil and toward a variety of other economic sectors. With the goal of making Saudi Arabia a major international commercial center, KEC was designed to be an eco-friendly, sustainable, and futuristic city. The city's careful planning sought to guarantee convenient access to all the amenities that are necessary, including world-class colleges and state-of-the-art medical facilities. Conveniently situated, KEC may be reached in 80 minutes by car from Mecca and in 1 hour by plane from any major city in the Middle East. Expectations of a plethora of commercial opportunities were further stoked by its closeness to important maritime routes. Surprisingly, KEC was completed ahead of time in 2018, which is uncommon for large-scale projects. But even with its early completion, KEC's actualization was not up to par with expectations. When construction was finished, the city's population was just 7,000, compared to the original plan of accommodating 2 million people at completion. The stark discrepancy between aspirations and reality highlighted the difficulties that come with doing such large-scale projects. Despite past setbacks, Saudi Arabia remains steadfast in its pursuit of economic diversification, as evidenced by initiatives like Saudi Vision 2030 and new giga-projects such as The Line. These projects promise modernity and sustainability, aiming to transform the kingdom's economic landscape. However, skepticism lingers due to previous failures and ambitious targets that have yet to be fully realized. Saudi Vision 2030 outlines a comprehensive plan to reduce the nation's dependence on oil, promoting sectors like tourism, entertainment, and technology. The Line, a futuristic city project, epitomizes this vision, aiming to create a sustainable urban environment free from cars and pollution. These efforts signal a strong commitment to change and innovation, despite the lingering doubts about their feasibility and ultimate success. The kingdom's determination to redefine its economic future is unwavering. By investing heavily in these ambitious projects, Saudi Arabia aims to establish itself as a leader in sustainable development and modern urban living. While mistrust from past experiences persists, the ongoing commitment to these initiatives showcases a bold vision for a diversified and thriving economy. Whether these projects can overcome their challenges and deliver on their promises remains to be seen, but the resolve to transform the economic landscape is clear. What do you think of our video? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.